Hello, welcome to the Rooms with Ronald podcast, brought to you by the Multifamily Media Network. I'm your host, Ronald Harrington. In 2023, I set an intention to shop 100 apartment communities to see how leasing was evolving around the country. Rooms with Ronald was born out of that experience. In this series, I share my experiences and engage in meaningful conversations with other professionals in the industry as we discuss all things related to leasing and marketing. Join in as we expand the Rooms with Ronald experiment. Hello, and welcome to a new year, which means another episode of Rooms with Ronald Micro Living. I'm your host, Ronald Harrington. And in Micro Living, we discuss things in 10 minutes or less. So I hope everyone had a great holiday. You're welcoming back to the office, which means your prospects are coming back in. And I want to talk to you about my 2025 predictions and what that means for the leasing program. So I think for 2025, we're going to see a couple things. I think we're going to see a focus on tech and consolidating tech for our on-site teams, because we have spent a lot of time and energy over the last couple of years kind of throwing in technology at all of our properties. And I think we're really going to start seeing a focus on, is it producing the results that we want? So I think we're going to kind of see a consolidation, and we already are seeing that, right? We're seeing people trying to get into one platform so people don't have to manage 35 different logins. So I think we're going to see that. But what my goal is my hope is that when we're evaluating these tech, we're also evaluating it for the end user, meaning probably the leasing staff, right? How is it affecting the leasing staff? Are we giving them the tools that they need? So that's my first prediction on tech. My second prediction is we're going to see a focus again on our leasing trainings and our staffs, giving them the tools to be successful, hopefully, the sales aspect of it. I feel like now that we kind of are back to normal in the industry, and we'll use that term loosely, right? We're going to see companies investing in their people again, giving them the tools to be successful, which means in-person training, which means giving them sales training, really to help them showcase the apartments. Because what we're going to see is we're going to see kind of a shift this year, and we've already started it, to see it from customer service, meaning we're just asking the basic questions, to a customer experience and giving people the tools. And the companies that are identifying these are going to be a lot more successful, because there is a difference between customer service and customer experience. Customer service is the basic, let me just answer the questions. And the experience piece comes in when, what are you tailoring to me as an individual? We know that prospects want personalization. We know that they want an experience curated just for them. And I've been saying this for the last year or two. I think we're finally going to see a shift from people becoming leasing agents to experience specialists, experience curators. And I've already started to see job postings kind of come up with those titles in it, right? As LinkedIn pops up, I'll see experience specialist and in parentheses, leasing consultant. So in order to provide an experience, we actually have to teach our people what that means. So I think that's where we're going to start seeing this kind of shift in the mindset of, I can't focus just on my customer service. I have to focus on my experience and what the experience that people want. Which kind of brings me to my next point is, I think we're going to see leasing agents creating a different type of connection in a multifaceted world, right? I think we're still going to continue to see this in-person kind of tour connection. But, Gen Z just was recently, it came out in an article that they're the largest renters now. Well, Gen Z probably isn't going to always come tour in person. So I think we're going to finally see self-guided and virtual tours becoming mainstream. And I think 2025 is really going to define what that looks like for both of those and kind of those processes and see. And I'm super excited to kind of define what virtual tour means, because I have lots of thoughts, but again, it's not for me to define, it's for the prospect. And I think we're going to kind of see that shift. I think we're also going to kind of see a shift in the leasing people's attitude about, making sure that connection is real, because I think we're finally going to be able to explain, Here's how much money it costs to rent an apartment. Here's how much money you bring in. This is what you're doing. You're more than just a leasing agent. So we're going to see them kind of go back and really want to dig in to this whole, like, why are you looking to move, and asking those types of questions versus, here's what we have available, because we don't have the demand as we did a couple years ago, right? The bottleneck is now released. We've got properties flooded with lease ups, areas, all of those things, right? So they are going to have to shift their dynamics. And I think we're going to see leasing agents rise to get better through different channels of what we're used to, right? So I can see a lot of people taking stock in coming in and just saying, okay, this is the education my company provides, which is great, and they're going to do that. But I see they're going to go out and they're going to learn techniques from different areas that we're not ready for, right? I've kind of seen some forward-thinking companies already doing this, right? So now their trainings, they're hosting in-person trainings, they're doing virtual trainings, they're actually doing podcasts just like this one right here, right? So we're going to kind of see companies change up how they deliver content to their staff. And in return, I also think that that's going to have an influence on the social media side for our prospects as well, because the staff are now, getting these different types of learning experiences, and they're going to find ways to be innovative and say, ooh, maybe I'm going to host a monthly podcast for my residents, and we can talk to new move-ins. We can highlight what's going on. We're going to kind of see that shift that pushes out that content to there. And I think we're finally going to see in the marketing side of social media that people are realizing that no longer can you post the same image on all the channels, right? You can't post it on Instagram and Facebook and all those other social media platforms, right? What we're going to see is we're going to start seeing people understanding their demographics and saying, ooh, you know what? I'm going to use this platform for behind the scenes, and I'm going to use this platform for updates because the people who are going there are using this platform here. But most of this traffic comes from Instagram or prospects. So I'm going to advertise my special there. So I think we're going to see that. And the last thing I think we're going to continue to see in 2025 is the selling of the lifestyle and what it means to be a resident at your community and what the community really means to those people that are living there. And I think we're going to start seeing that into a sales tactic that really engages leasing professionals to go back and create those experiences for our residents. Those are just some of my 2025 predictions. I am excited to see what people are going to do. I'm excited to talk to many of you on Rooms with Ronald about all the exciting things that we're doing. It's going to be a great year. Rooms with Ronald is back. It's stronger than ever. I am committed to touring or shopping at least 5 properties a month for a total of 60 in 2025. However, it's not just going to be the focus on the in-person. We are going to be looking at digital shops. We are going to be looking at phone shops. We're going to be doing in-tour person as well. We're at least going to be doing 5 a month of one of those 3 to really kind of see what the whole journey is. And it might be that we start to finish this year. So, it'll be a digital shop, and then it will be a phone shop. And then maybe I go and tour and do an in-person tour at those properties. The time is endless. And I am so thankful that you have joined me in this edition of Micro Living, the 2025 predictions. Until next time, everyone, happy leasing. Thank you for tuning in today. I hope I left you with some fresh ideas or a new perspective. Leasing and marketing are evolving rapidly, and Rooms with Ronald is committed to offering a place to hear about those changes. We also celebrate and acknowledge the fundamentals of exceptional service that will never go out of style. So, if you enjoyed this episode, please like, comment, or subscribe. Visit multifamilymedianetwork.com to learn more about our other exceptional industry podcasts, call pieces, and sponsorship opportunities.